We're back in the beginning of the playoffs. Um, yeah, so that's what's going to happen. We're here in the Mariners in round one. So many injured players. We get eliminated by the Mariners in the first round. Gonna kill myself. Either way, Dodgers have defeated the Mariners in the World Series. Yes. We're gonna try and do the same things that we did. No! George Springer retiring. I was planning on bringing him back. Instead, he calls it quits. He didn't retire in our first edition of this, but in this one he does. Very nice final season from him. Carried by like the 8 games he played with us. Hate to see it. That injury is going to rule him out. Miguel Rojas calls it quits. Marcus Stroman is done after a very nice season. 35 years old. He says it's over after an injury. Steven Wilson calls it quits, former White Sox closer. Drew Pomeranz, wow, Pomeranz is over after a great final season as the closer for the Rangers. Some much bigger retirements here. Austin Barnes and Chris Taylor both retire as Dodgers at age 36. Austin Barnes, very long tenured 12-year Dodger. Obviously, Yu Darvish still here, had a very nice final season. And all these guys back here. Clayton Kershaw is a Hall of Famer. We'll negotiate with free agents here. Don't want to bring any of these guys back particularly. Castro was the only guy I was looking at. Everybody else is going to walk. We're also going to hire a farm director. Go after this Isaac Stratton. Send to free agency. Yes. Went to the freaking White Sox over me. That's so cringe. +3 discipline, +3 power, -3 stamina. Yeah. Okay, he accepts our offer. Alright, so now we have free agents. I still want to go after Pete Alonso. Oh, did Pete's not a free agent in this. Wow. He went back. So this is going to be a very different go of things. Still want Shane Bieber on the board. So now what do we do? Now do we keep Christian Walker for another season? Or do we sign someone? Jazz. This is a much worse pool of guys. I think I still want to go after Gratterall. So yeah, I guess we'll keep running with Christian Walker. And then I'll also offer screw it. I'll offer Higashioka to be the backup catcher. Arbitration, Hunter Brown is going to want like 20 million, so I'll give him 19, see how that fares. Pena, same thing. He's going to want a lot of money. Like 8. See if that goes. Paredes, Giant, Myers, Blanco. All these guys are going to make a lot of money. I don't know if we're going to win any of these arbitration disputes. Bennett Sousa, we can get by with just an 800. And I hate that I have to go through all of these tender contracts. I wish there was a button to just tender all. Starting pitchers, we'll go France. He's going to get removed. Walter's going to come back. Gusto's going to come back. Tamara's going to come back. Luis de Avila is going to come back. Juan Alfonso Treadwell, Ero Solis, Emerson Brito, Angel Masaure, Paco, and Gene Pinto. Everyone's coming back. Pitchers, relievers, King, I like him. Forbes had a nice year, so he'll come back. You're 30. Ulloa can come back if he's 24. You're 28. You're 27. You're 19. Catchers, Lavastida can return. Walker Janet. Jordan Disson. They'll come back. First baseman, Tyler Miller. Sure. Cooper Hummel is interesting. I don't think he comes back. He's just gonna walk. Same thing with this Garrett guy. Cesar Brito will come back. Jesus Bastidas is getting old, but he'll come back. And Waylon Santos is still young. I want to give him a small amount of money. Jackson Clough is 30. He's going to go. Shea Whitcomb's also going to walk. And we'll bring back Luciano. Bring back Deron Williams. Vaughn Grissom is going to be back for another season. Chase Jaworski is young. Tommy Sacco can come back for one more year. Narbe Cruz is going to walk. Trammell. Welcome back, buddy. Jacob Melton. Zach Daniels can have one more season with us. Cam Fisher, another guy who we'll just bring back, why not? And then Samuel Munoz is young. Add him. Logan Cerny is going to come back. Andy Gomez is young. Everett and Zell is also young. Cam Smith, I want to make a crazy offer. Yeah, I'll do 8 years. I mean, I'm willing to make a big offer on Cam Smith. He is worth the money. I mean, 7 years, that locks him up. We'll make that offer. Colin Barber is old. Actually, not that old. Bring him back. Alright, so yeah, who all is leaving? Clough, Hummel, and Whitcomb all package in a deal. So what can I get for Clough, Whitcomb, and Hummel? I can get Enrique Bradfield Jr., Christian Arroyo, Brian Maeda. Jake Cousins is a solid enough reliever. Not making any money. Edwin Uceta interests me quite a bit. Corey Lee, I like. Sam Hentges would be fun. Tim Herron. So we could get a decent upside reliever. We play our cards right here. Gage Jump is always a guy I thought could pan out. Not too good in this game, though. Josh Sports, possibly. Daz Cameron, I like. Mets willing to give us Christian Scott, B potential guy. Phillies will be like, yo, here's Zach Wheeler. Phil Bickford. CES. play. Colin Holderman. Luke Weaver from the Dodgers would be kind of fun. Ooh, Camilo Doval. That interests me. I'm going to go over to the Mets first. I know they were like willing to give us Christian Scott here, 27-year-old reliever, but he could also be a starter. I like that a lot, actually. Bring Dubin back as part of the deal, maybe. Oscar Brazoban is 37. Good God. Albert Alzolay is 32. All these guys are so freaking old. This is a done deal. We're going to get Christian Scott. And then we're also Narbe Cruz, Jeffrey Young, Tyler Shaw. Justin Slayton, really? Is that easy to get? Ooh. Ooh, the Nationals willing to give us Jose Ferrer. I like him a lot. I think that might just be what we do. Yeah, we're going to go to the Nationals, get Jose Ferrer. Yeah, I love his home runs per nine. He was great last year as their closer. He's going to come be a guy for us. He is going to be a reliever, not a closer, obviously. So we got King. We could use another setup, man. That's Gratterall. We're going to offer contracts here. Free agency, not interested. Shane Bieber's not interested yet. Gratterall, I'll stamp and offer that. Higashioka, stamp and offer. Just going to keep on rocking and rolling on through this offseason. And Gratterall has actually decided to sign right off the bat. I did not at all have that on my bingo card. I thought it was going to be an off-season long battle. He was barely interested, but he was like, yeah, come on, let's go. Higashioka is also going to sign. Kyle Higashioka's an Astro. Casey Mize to the Sox on a big deal. We're going to offer contracts to free agents again. Bieber's not quite ready yet, but we do have a lot of people that we could also offer here. I mean, I still kind of like the idea of getting rid of Christian Walker. Ryan O'Hearn is certainly an interesting piece. Jonathan India wants too much money. Max Muncy on a one-year deal to be our first baseman could possibly be a thing. Hampson, Leo Jimenez. I remember talking about Bellinger. Sorry, I just stuttered like crazy there. But he was awful this year. And he's not particularly all that young. But, I mean, he could be a guy. Conforto would be an interesting player to have. 34 years old. Not too cheap. Rosarena's a little too expensive. Happ is here. Chaz is too expensive to bring back. Derek Hill's fast. That's about it. He's also old and getting worse. Jake Marisnik. Jake Fraley. Victor Robles. Nick Castellanos. Randall Grichuk, 35. Do we bring him in? Oh, wait. Wow. what's his name? Password is here. Josh Dixon Garcia. Sign this Rio Foster guy. He seems cool. All free agents. Who do we look into? Not Jock Peterson. We don't need another DH. MJ Melendez is like a minor league piece. Would be kind of interesting. JD Martinez. Has he even played? He played with Oakland. It's kind of good. He was okay. Nick Gordon still exists. Oh, I kind of like Andujar, to be honest. He's a fun player. I'll throw him on the board. I think he could be a decent guy. Freddie Peralta on a huge deal to the Guardians. He looks like he's the Shane Bieber replacement. And if he is, that is pretty good for them. Just going to stamp and offer this deal to Andujar, 2 years, $6 million a season. Andujar on the decision, I think he'll sign. No, not yet. He kind of likes it, but just wants to keep things open. Shane Bieber is not quite ready to consider our offer. I'm going to stamp and send to Miguel Andujar again. I think he's going to be a pretty easy get. Athletics want to give us a trade. Henry Bolt for Brian King. No, I don't want to do that. No thanks. All right, contract decision for Miguel Andujar. He is coming to the Astros. Dalton Varsho is a Yankee and a big deal. Eric Fetty is a Brewer. We're going to offer contracts to free agents. Bieber's not ready yet. I think that's all we're going to do. I mean, I'll kind of possibly fill out the roster with like some fringe major league guys, like Edouard Julien here. Like he's a possible major leaguer, likely just a minor leaguer. Maybe DJ LeMahieu? Let him play? No. I'll bring this guy in because he's... Oh, never mind. Thought he only wanted 1 year. David Bodie is kind of fun. He's a possible guy. Ahmed Rosario? Maybe Cody Hosey? He only wants $60K a year. Yeah, he's coming to the squad. My backup starting pitcher option I do need to think about is just going to be a 1-year deal to Robbie Ray. Sim to winter meetings. Sim to the Rule 5 draft. Skip the lottery. Rule 5 draft, I'm going to go to the draft. Bro, why don't I get to pick? Why can't I pick a Rule 5 player? Yeah, it just goes past my pick. That's so stupid. Yeah, I'll offer free agents. Bieber is almost ready. Devin Williams, big deal to the Royals. Ian Happ is a Dodger. We're going to offer free agents. Bieber. What did I decide on with him? Was it 5 years, 27 mil a year? Yeah, it was 5 years, 28.25 million a season. I'm stamping off for that soon. And I remember he didn't accept it, and then I got him for less. So let's hope he can do that. Ooh. Looks like he's not quite ready just yet. Garrett Crochet back to the Cubs. 9 years, $400 million. Good God. Now or never with Shane Bieber. We're going to have to overpay here. I'll do 6 years, this much a year. We really need to pay high for him. Please. Damn it, I don't think he signed. Oh, he's a Brewer. But he signed for way less to them. Is his agent stupid? Is his agent stupid? Maybe we go after Skubal. Maybe. What's 7 times 42.2? This would be a big deal to make. I'm pretty sure we could afford it, though, if we, like, traded away Walker. That's $295 million. Yeah, I'll stamp that for you. It'd be crazy if we were able to snipe Tariq Skubal. Yeah, he's going to be a Brave. 8 years, $47 million a year is insane. Jazz is back to the Phillies. So Robbie Ray is going to be kind of our starting pitching option. If not him, then we'll look into Nasty Nestor. Then I'm also... Oh God. Tyler Soderstrom is horrible. I'll throw him on the board, though. It's just like a little interesting option. Robbie Ray, now or never. I'll do 1 year, $23.8 million, $23.6 million. I need him to accept this. Damn it. He didn't accept either. He's going to the Twins. So we need a starting pitcher. And at this point, I don't think we're going to sign him. So I think we're going to go into the... What we're going to do is we're going to make a trade. We're going to trade for a starting pitcher. And the immediate teams you got to look at that are bad are the White Sox, even though they did just sign Casey Mize. They got Kurt Burt, big-time rookie. This team is still bad. It's really bad. The Tigers could be possible sellers without Skubal, but I still think they're a good team. Jackson Jobe leading the front there. Mariners are a juggernaut. Rangers are certainly sellers. Cody Bradford is a guy they're going to have locked up. And then Brady Singer is a guy they just signed. Jesus Luzardo they just signed. But like Eovaldi is definitely on his way out. DeGrom? I mean, come on. Like, this is a match made in heaven. Trade for Jacob DeGrom. I know the Marlins, unless they made moves, yeah, they're very pitcher dominant. Sandy Alcantara is certainly on his way out. I mean, I wouldn't mind trading for him. Yeah, you got Ryan Weathers. I certainly wouldn't mind exploring a Sandy Alcantara deal. See what that would take. It would take Christian Walker and Alonzo Treadwell. Yeah, I mean, that's something that could happen. We could do that. Have Andujar at first base. I don't know. That's interesting. Frito. Does Hosey do anything? He does not. Vaughn Grissom doesn't do much. What if I gave you Ryan Gusto, Brandon Walter? Okay, so I'm going to give you Gusto. Give you Felipe Calzada. No. I'm going to give you Gusto. Taylor Scott. No. Nope. So Christian Walker gets this deal done. I don't know if that makes us better. What is the asking price? Dylan Cease is making far too much money. Tigers, Royals, Twins. Angels just signed Chris Sale. The A's are good, but I mean, Luis Severino is on an expiring deal. What's the asking price for him? Walker isn't even enough. Rangers. What can I do for DeGrom? Veterans like that are usually hard to get. What about Eovaldi? Same thing. The Braves have a big list of guys. Marlins, Phillies, Nationals. Mackenzie Gore is certainly an option we could explore once arbitration is done. Cubs rotation is just insane, by the way. Hunter Green is going to make a lot of money. When his contract is done, that contract is really, really good. One of the best in baseball right now. Mitch Keller. Cardinals signed Jack Flaherty. They have Aaron Savara as well. Cardinals are a bad team, bro. Diamondbacks aren't particularly good either. You got Burns locked up. Other than that, you suck. Yeah, I think we're going to explore this Sandy deal. And maybe it could include, like, Kevin Hayashi. How about Ryan Gusto, Logan Cerny, not Cam Smith, obviously. Christian Javier is my number 2 pitcher. Wouldn't mind getting rid of him for more. Yeah, Christian Walker is what makes this deal work, and I think that makes us better. I'm going to go to the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara. I mean, we could also get, Davison De Los Santos would be kind of a fun little get here. I think I'm going to send this. I think I'm going to send this. They get Christian Walker. We get Sandy and Davison De Los Santos. Walker is 35. He's getting way worse. We don't want him on the team. Yeah, this is a done deal. So we get De Los Santos, who's like a fun little piece, possible guy who's going to make the majors. And then, like, Andujar becomes our starting first baseman, or we trade for another bat. Pitching-wise, the rotation, not Ferrer, it's Sandy. So the rotation becomes Brown, Alcantara, Javier. Not Christian. Ooh, maybe Christian Scott, actually. Take a look at the relievers. Christian Scott, what happens when I make him a starter? He gets pretty good. And I'm going to bring down his hits per 9 by 5, just because he's becoming a starter. And I'll bring his potential down by 3 to make it more realistic. So yeah, he's more of like an 82. Yeah, he's more of an 81. But, like, that's still not bad. It's a very solid starting pitcher for us. I think, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have Christian Scott in the rotation. And then JP France is the number 5. That doesn't bother. No, Blanco. Blanco is the 5. Does not bother me at all. Pitching should be done. And then I think you look at trading for a possible, like, infielder guy from a poor team. Obviously, the top candidates, the Pirates, are okay. Actually, they signed Nico Horner. The Cardinals are bad. Nolan Arenado's on an expiring deal. I think he's on his way out. He could be a guy we explore things with. That would certainly be a big deal to make, especially since we just got Sandy. It would take Domingo Dominguez and Josh Hader. Domingo Dominguez, Cody Hosey, and Warren Luciano. Doesn't even get that done. Wilson Contreras is another option we could explore. He's been great. Yeah, it's going to take even more to get him. What's another bad team? Are the Rays bad? No. The Red Sox are bad. They're sellers. Haven't really paid anybody. Willier, they got locked up. Rafaela, they got locked up. Yoshida's probably going to be sticking around. Story, they'd obviously like to get rid of. Devers, they have locked up, but you never know. They could get rid of him. You got Matt Shaw in the Crochet trade. Justin Slayton, we saw, was a guy they weren't opposed to getting rid of. Like, they're selling the house. Yankees are good. Blue Jays are not good. They're a team we could explore getting someone from, but they just don't have any good batters. They have no good hitters. Twins aren't particularly good. They do have a solid rotation 1 through 5. Joe Ryan is there. Oh man, Joe Ryan and Pablo Lopez are both on the move. All right. Lopez and Ryan are both free agents, so it's weird. I mean, Ober is also a free agent. You can't bring back all these guys. One of those players is going to be on the way out. We could have explored that. Duran is a free agent. These guys are probably going to sell house if they're bad at the deadline, maybe even now. Correa, I want Correa. I want to trade for him so bad. And I mean, without Pena on the docket for the next few years, that might be something we do at the deadline. But for now, I think we're fine. I think we're just going to look at guys like Tyler Soderstrom. We're going to look at some more like first baseman. David Fry was a guy we brought in the last option. We're going to sign free agents. Fry will offer 1 year. Soderstrom will offer 2 years, 3.77. Try and lowball both these guys since they're so interested. Soderstrom signs. Fry goes to the Phillies. Very interesting. Okay. Did not think we would have any competitors for him. You look at a guy like Jose Miranda could fit that build. Got good vision, good contact. Rhys Hoskins is a fun safety to have. He could be our starting first baseman. Or we could look in the direction of like Dylan Moore, be a utility guy. Jorge Polanco could be our first baseman rotator guy. He would be interesting for sure. Ha-Sung Kim is still here. Not willing to pay that big money for him. David Hamilton is certainly a fun piece I'm looking at. Palacios, also an interesting piece. Good against lefties. He's kind of fun. Nathan Lukes is here. He's 32. I mean, he's been good. He could be fun. What was I? I was at center fielders. Okay, just center field. Who else? Blake Perkins. Blake Perkins is an interesting player. Great defensively, as is Jose Siri, but he can't swing the bat. He's genuinely horrible, even though his stats this year weren't half bad. Same thing with Leody Taveras. Can't fucking hit the baseball. Same thing with Michael Ciani. Great defender, can't hit. Cannot fucking hit. Right field. All the ancient old guys here. I think I like Casey Schmidt. I think I'm gonna go after him. Send to arbitration, send to renewable contracts. Taylor Scott, we won our hearing. They sided with Souza. He's going to get $1.4 million. I don't like that. They also sided with Pache. Don't like that. Sided with Paredes. That's fine. We get Yainer Diaz. That's nice. Ferrer is going to get $2 million. Brown is going to make $26 million. Arrigetti's going to make $4 million. Wesneski's going to make $5.5 million. Pena's going to, they sided with us, is going to make $8 million. That's very good. He could have easily made like 20. Blanco made 7. Myers, at least we got him. What's our budget looking like? We do have $60 million available right now. Like, we could easily pay a big deal. I mean, we looked at the Cam Smith deal. I wanted to see how that was looking. Not interested in Brandon Woodruff. Casey Schmidt has 97 motivation. Could legitimately sign this guy for anything. Yeah, we get him $2.2 million for the next year. I don't want Hayden Wesneski on the roster. He's not. I don't want him making $5.5 million. I'll flip him. I'm loving the Twins. Like, I'd love to get one of these guys: Bailey Ober, Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan. I mean, Lopez is. Hold up, I'm stupid. I think Lopez is the most likely they'd bring back out of that group. Wesneski, Twins, starters. Yeah, Lopez is the most likely for them to bring back. So maybe we trying to snipe Ober. What would that take? I mean, they don't like it yet. You do Calzano and Donovan Ann. I mean, you'll do that. It's not a bad deal. Would I get that for Lopez or Ryan? No. You'll do that for Carlos Correa. That's something we might explore at the deadline. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and do this deal for Bailey Ober. We have, I mean, Mario Flores, actually. Would that get it done? It would not. I have to do somebody better than Calzano, which I'm fine with. Tamares, De Avila, Walter doesn't even get it done. Does Scott? No. Who gets this done? Okay, so nobody gets this deal done. Unless there's Donovan Ann in the deal. I mean, I'm fine with making this. We'll do that for Gene Pinto. This is a deal. Wesneski, Ann, and Pinto for Bailey Ober. We're going to grab Bailey Ober for the rotation. Yeah, all of a sudden our rotation looks really good. Castro, Ferrer, in a middle reliever role. Want to call up all these guys: Lavastida, Juan Grisham, Orts, Souza, Scott. And I suppose we'll just sim over to spring training. No, I would not. Yes. See, renew contracts. Don't have anybody to renew. Sim to spring training. Okay, I'm going to do some trades across the league, and then we'll be back again for the rest. For real this time. Sorry we had to go through the offseason yet again, guys. There's gonna be some trades and some shakeups around the MLB landscape. And so I'll be back after that's all over in just a second. Bye.